Well, hello everyone. Ashanti Titus here. This is the start of a new channel. I currently have a channel right now on YouTube that deals with accounting for entrepreneurs and basic, business strategies and being aware of the different laws and regulations that we have to abide by, specifically in the state of Texas and on a federal level. However, on this particular channel, I'm going to be focusing on delving and diving into companies that are IPOing or companies who are in the news for whatever reason. I love to analyze numbers. I love to really dig in because numbers definitely tell a story. And the saying, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. So ever since I can remember, I've always analyzed numbers as far as when financial statements would come out for different companies and things like that. I would look into them, I would create these ratios, and be able to pretty much make sense of the numbers and be able to tell a story of or translate what the numbers are saying. So, one of the main things I'm going to be looking at are the companies that are IPOing. So this Friday, first and foremost, welcome to this new channel. And we're going to just jump right into it. So this Friday, Outbrain is going to be listed on the NASDAQ stock exchange according to the SEC.gov. And then they're also looking at an entry price of $24 to $26. Now, this could change, depending on which way they decide to go. Outbrain essentially was incorporated in the state of Delaware. And also, it's headquartered in New York. The interesting thing about Outbrain that really, caught my attention is that, their revenue, it increased from 2019 to 2020 about 11%. And I have some numbers. I'm going to give you the exact ones. Please keep in mind that this information is specifically from the Security and Exchange Commission's website. So I'm getting this information here and pretty much just summarizing it for you. Please do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. I simply just read these documents, analyze it, put it together to make sense of it. Do your own research before you invest in any company. Okay. So this company is supposed to be IPOing on July the 23rd, which is in 2 days on Friday. So going back to the revenue, so from 2019 to 2020, there was an increase in revenue for about 11%. What was really interesting, there was a couple of things that was interesting about this company. I'm very aware of what they do. So essentially, they are an advertising platform. They utilize a lot of data analytics. According to the documents that are on the SEC's website, one of the things that they do is that they have the capability to analyze 1.5 million pages of data. And so they literally break apart data with the RSS feeds and JavaScript, and they break down the pictures that are on websites, the headers, and things like that. And they are gathering all this data for people who are trying to sell their products and services to better target customers so that they can get conversions from the traffic that comes to their website. Okay, so this is very, very huge and important, and it affects all of us, this particular industry, because I know there's been a lot of chatter and talk about how you'll be talking about dog food or the best brand of ice cream, or you may not have had a good experience with a certain product, and then you'll start seeing these advertisements on your phone. And people were thinking at first it was like this weird kind of woo-woo thing, but it's not. It's actually it's AI analytics, and your phone it listens to you. If you don't have it, I'm not going to get into all that. But essentially, there's software, there's technology that allows companies to do this. So essentially, that's what Outbrain. That's what they do. So also individuals who have blogs and things like that, they can partner with Outbrain to publish advertisers' content or their ads on their content so they can monetize it. So let's say if I have a blog about traveling and I'm looking to monetize it, a lot of people may be familiar with Google Content Network. So if I want to talk about, if I have a blog about travel, I can sign up with the Google Ad Network. and they will publish ads that are related to the topic that my blog is about, or topics that are very similar or close to it. And essentially, Outbrain is the same thing. So if I have a blog, I can actually go on there and become a publisher and have content on my website. And then so when people click on the content, I actually get paid per click on the website. I know this because my husband and I, we did this like almost 10 years ago. We would create these little niche websites. So there's definitely a lot of money in relation to Outbrain. As far as the industry goes, Taboola, that it's one of their competitors. But the thing is that, so when it IPOs, they're looking at a low price of $24, between $24 to $26. So I want to delve a little bit. One of the things I like to do when I'm looking at a company is I don't want to get too caught up in the hype of everything and what's going on. I want to know the facts. So one of the things that was kind of interesting to me was that they have a and this is according to the SEC, a $35 million credit revolver that's coming due in this November of 2021. Okay. Their cash at the end of 2020 was $95 million. Okay. So essentially, since this revolver is maturing, November, that's about a third or so of their cash that they have on hand, but that was in 2020, right? So we'd have to see where they are now to get a more accurate view of that. So some people that I was telling about this company, they started picking apart a lot of things. And another interesting thing was that the net income for this company in 2019 was actually a net loss of $20 million. Okay. And let me show you so you know what I'm talking about. So this is actually on the SEC.gov website. And as you can see here, this is for Outbrain. There's a $20.5 million loss in 2019. And for 2020, it's 4.35 million, right? So I was like, my first thought was, well, wow, that's a huge comeback. However, when I presented the stock to a group of individuals where we share information and share notes, we had a gentleman, older gentleman who was saying like what changed from 2019 to 2020 to where their revenue was only 11% increase, but they had a 121% swing in net income, so that's very, very interesting. I'm going to have to dig into that a little bit more. So I know a lot of people, they use IPOs as an opportunity to capitalize on, the buzz and the hype of companies and things like that. So this definitely is a company that you want to look into. The ticker symbol for this company is OB. So O is in octopus, B is in boy. I think, I'm familiar with it. Like I said, I'm like, one of the old school affiliate marketers. So I've been knowing about this company for a while. So it's just interesting in 2021 that it's IPOing now. So some people believe that they are doing this to make sure they have enough capital to be able to, pay off their revolver. I'm not sure, I'm just gathering the facts and just, following the money, so to speak, and their obligations. So what do you think about Outbrain? Have you heard of Outbrain before? Based off of the information that I'm giving you, are you going to look into this yourself? Let me know in the comments. I'm looking forward to, having my commentary and analytics of these different companies that are popping up and some of the companies that have been around for a while. I think it's interesting. I think it's cool to talk about, what's going on. So let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. And if you actually decide to buy into the IPO of Outbrain, I would love to know what happened. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.